Yes, hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Burbank, California. Oh, is it time? Yeah, all right, well, I'm going. Let's pull it down a little bit. How does this sound? What goes on here? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, yes. Okay. We're about to start, everybody. Everybody just relax, stay calm. We're going to start, and we're going to just BS and have a good time and just kick it. And shit. Good morning, everybody. It's July 11th, 2020. In a disease-ravaged United States. We're all just doing the best we can. If you're going to work, man, yeah, like outside of your house, stay safe, wear a mask. Just do your best to dodge the morons that are out there. Because let me tell you, they're out there. Not only are they out there, they're everywhere. Not only are they out there, and not only are they everywhere, but they're getting in everybody's face. That's the other thing. It's like, man, I don't know what nothing is no more about no man or no thing or no woman or whatever the heck. Anyway, if you're just joining us, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming back again. The sync might be off, but you're just going to have to deal with it. I don't know. I don't know what to do about this sync stuff. This Mac just doesn't do it right. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find something real quick. I want to listen to... Oh, I guess we listen to prayers. Yeah, why not? We'll keep this on. We'll keep it. I'm probably gonna get DMCA. I don't give a shit. Nobody cares about the show anyway. All right. Well, I guess I should start by saying the premise of the show is we sit down, drink coffee, I hang out with all y'all, and then I just kind of I miss Saturday morning cartoons. It was a ritual that I loved as a kid. I would put on like USA or Nickelodeon or Fox. They all battled for young eyeballs, and I would sit down with a giant bowl of Captain Crunch and just have a lolling good time. The first cartoon that came to my mind is Eek the Cat. That's not the cartoon that I even cared about. What I was really always looking forward to on Saturday when I was a child was X-Men, obviously. Even though I watch X-Men now, and I'm like, wow, this is like a weird melodrama. They did like a soap opera for kids. Anyway, I looked forward to X-Men. I want to watch some Sailor Moon. Eek the Cat was in there. If anybody has any favorite Saturday morning cartoons, I'm probably the oldest dude on Twitch anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Nobody that watches this is as old as I am. I don't know if that's true. But if you've got any of your favorite cartoons from Saturday anyway, let me know. But the thing is that I miss that. I miss the ritual. It was like a tight 4 hours that I would just spend hanging out with either my sister or the family or something, eating cereal, watching Ren and Stimpy, and all the other favorites, That's a really fun thing. So what we're doing here is we go through, as an adult, We don't have to go to a network to find the cartoons, because on Twitter, the cartoons find us. And then we just kind of have fun. We usually end up talking about movies, just be forewarned. 29 seconds ago, my boy says, I stay awake every night thinking about how to change everything. Stop that. You want to stay young or alive, right? Just don't do that. What? Dude, like, all of this stuff. Turn this down. I don't want to listen to that. Let's look at this. Only in D.C. Well, obviously, she's a court justice. So, yeah, D.C. I mean, that's where the Supreme Court is. So, it wouldn't be anywhere else. Anyway, it's just somebody being only in D.C. Neil Slawinski. I work for a PR firm. I know, what does he do? Roll call, chief correspondent, White House and Congress. I'm in the news. Okay, that guy's probably fine. I don't know who that guy is. Whatever. He wants you to wear a mask. RGB's mask. RGB. I like RGB better. Whoops. RBG. Look at this mask. You know, actually, that's not, I heard about this poster before, this ad, and that's actually not a mask. RBG had plastic surgery, and when you're that old, they just take off part of your face, so that's actually her mouth cavity with no tongue and teeth. They took out the whole thing, they just and pull it out, and then there you go. Works less than 5 miles from home. Oh, from here. Works less than 5 miles from here. So we want to protect RBG. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, it sounds fine. This person's obviously using Prisma. AVMO. Sorry, I was looking at the design. Okay, anyway, let's move on. God. Deep. Okay, but Ghost, go off, bad boy. Yeah, seriously, can we just like arrest this lady's killers? She was just in her house, and they just blew her away. That's it. This has happened to like how many people in the last couple of years? Probably a lot. But like the whole profile cases are like just disgusting. Remember that dude in like Phoenix or some shithole in Arizona where he was like he had like some girls over. He was like a pizza delivery man or like an exterminator or something like that. Just average Joe, and he's like having a fun Friday or Saturday night in a hotel, and somebody had called the cops about some sort of like terrorist threat or something like that. They show up, and they're wasted, and they're just like screaming at these people. The girls like run out, and the guy is like, who's supposedly the mislabeled perpetrator. He didn't do anything. Like he's like crawling out on the floor on his belly, and then like one of the cops who has like "you're fucked" on the inner casing, the hatch of his, or the latch of his like AR, just like shot this guy to death for nothing, just for lying down on the ground. Like he's in like his boxers, and you're like, oh, he's reaching for a gun. It's like, dude, he didn't even have shoes or socks on, and he did everything you said. It's just these dudes are just running around killing everybody. I don't know how it's hard to have a conversation about the fact that cops are literally running around killing people at will because they get scared or shook or frightened. That's not good enough. Sorry. I know dad or whoever the heck, grandpa, racist grandpa or racist uncle out there, that you just love the police, that's fine. But they're just killing people now after 9/11. Once the gloves were off, once the habeas corpus is no longer a thing, and due process is obviously just some fake thing to protect rich people, just get them out. You got to change it. That's it. Sorry, that's all I got to say. Just got to change it. I don't. Defund. Do whatever you got to do to change it, but it's got to be done. You just can't have these people killing people anymore. This lady is just, look at this, prime of her life, beautiful lady, cut down, just because of an accident, and that's just. And we pretend like it's an isolated incident. It happens all the time to all kinds of people. This in particular is disgusting. They won't do anything because, I mean, I don't know what. Where was it at? Oklahoma? Gotcha. Oklahoma. Oklahoma, man. Want to talk about a place that resembles a toilet. Human toilet, Oklahoma. It's actually a place. I love Bauschbach. Oh, warning on this channel, when we're surfing the feed, I like seeing boobs and stuff, and ladies are just passing it around on the internet, so you might see some good bits while we're on here. Whoa, John Cleese, there's something almost touching about the sight of President Trump entering the final phase of his courageous battle against reality. Yeah, dog. It's Trump's world. We're just living in it, obviously. Yo, who out there saw those photos that Amber Heard put out where Johnny Depp's like, she's like, this is Johnny Depp's lunch, and it's set up like some sort of shoe ad for JCPenney, and then the next picture is like him passed out next to what looks like a hotel bed. Who knows if it was the same time? Anyway, it's hilarious because for lunch he's eating 4 lines of cocaine and a giant glass of Jack Daniels, and he's got like the Depp drug box, which is bitchin'. It's obviously a prop from Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's also labeled Keith Richards CD, pointing out that the guy is eating 4 lines of coke, drinking whiskey from his drug box, and that he's got a Keith Richards CD just chilling, is definitely the funniest flex I've ever seen. Man, it's really something. Oh wow, the sink looks fine. That's amazing. Anyway, okay, yeah. Depp, free Depp. The moment I decided to divorce Amber Heard is the moment she defecated in our marital bed. And it's like, whoa. First, the whole sentence, instead of like she shit the bed, is like she defecated in our marital bed. It's like marital bed, does that, like, that just makes it sound like she dumped either while having a roll in the hay or right before, like you were about to commit an act of marital coitus, and she just sheds a pound of hay. Like, you heard it here first. Amber Heard sheds pound of hay in Depp marital bed. Oh my god. Like, if you're gonna take a dump, You take a dump on the bed. Like, did he like throw back the cover? So okay. My question is a lot to do with like when the dump occurred. That's the only thing of interest to me. Like, dumping in a bed by a psycho is not surprising. Oh, I don't want this thing. I'm looking at this thing. Okay. Yeah, dumping in a bed is not by a psycho is not shocking. Psychos can do anything. They're amazing. They're superhuman. They terrorize people, and they'll just always be doing it. So listening to what their deeds are, it's never that interesting. For me, I am always interested in when, in terms of knowing deeper the psychosis with which they are completely, enamored by. Oh, Jackie boy. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, drive on, baby. Anyway, it's interesting to me with this Amber Heard thing is when she took the turd, when she shedded a pound of hay. And, like, was it in the morning? Did they get up, she dumps, and then, like, lets it sit? See, okay, here's the other thing, though, is it's going to tell us about Johnny Depp's life in general. Like, he takes a nap at 12:30 every day after a line of cocaine. Something, I don't know, some hateful stuff. So, like, she knew about it. She gets in there, squeezes one off, and like throws the covers back over, or was the bed made by their housekeeper? She just pops a squat in the center of it, drops it, and then Depp shows up to take his nap, and he just sees a turd in the bed. It's terrible to be terrorized by somebody. Like, obviously, I don't think it's funny that dude's terrorized by his wife. But like, I just imagine Johnny Depp with that slick haircut and his never aging skin. It's slightly tanned. He goes, can't wait to take a nap. And he just throws back the giant comforter, and there's just a big old turd. Just waiting for him. Like, it's not funny, but that's hilarious. I think he probably laughed too, and obviously he's joking about it now, calling Amber Heard or Amber Turd. It's fantastic. I love it. I hope that dude makes it out alive, because that lady chopped off the guy's finger! She chopped off his finger, and he still was like, I'll stick around. Obviously, he was planning how to get rid of her because he's got a ton of money, and they're all linked in there, so he probably had to consult a lawyer. But man, lady chopped off the guy's pinky. She probably has it in a box somewhere, unless they put it. I don't know if they put it back. I don't want the details. It's just like, okay, she chopped off the guy's finger, right? And like, it came out that she did it. No, it wasn't an accident, even though it said it would. Whatever. It's like, did she keep it? Did she keep that finger? This lady like loves tormenting this guy. Like, Depp is obviously a super megastar, kind of a goofy dude. I mean, he's best friends with like Tim Burton, so what can you say? But all in all, generally, he's a human being and probably doesn't deserve. It doesn't seem like he's a bad dude. Like, there's not a lot of stories where he like mistreats people. So let's just say that he's generally a human being that treats people with respect instead of contempt or something like that. Like, this lady is just terrorizing this guy. You know they got to CGI that pinky, man. That just, like, maybe she helped him out. Maybe it gets him more money with each contract. You know? Depp's finger will receive $1 million. Depp's finger. I think that's got to be a new Hot Brick song title. Depp's finger. Nah, it's not very interesting enough. Uh-oh. Rami says Destiny is good. Oh, does that mean I have to go back? Do I have to go back? What is an F1 game? What is it, for PC only, probably? Plop that fingy on. Gotta plop that fingy on. Oh man. All I want to say is, all I want to say is, all I want to say is.
Fuck Donald Trump, all right? Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. You don't even
Nice.
get out of my face.
Fuck Trump. Fuck out my face. That kid is hilarious. That kid rules. Oh, Shia LaBeouf. It is in was shot. The movie. Okay. Yeah, man, I think I talked about Shia LaBeouf last time. Like, I always want to hang out with him, dude. What is this? Someone? Okay, that's fine. Didn't know the album. That's fine. Like, straight up, like this guy. Again, unique individual. Seems very passionate about what he believes in. The films he makes are obviously not necessarily commercial ventures. He sort of denied his stardom. Well, did he actively just like crush it? I don't know. Anyway, here's this dude just hanging out with like normal ass people. Like he runs like this like theater troupe in the inner city of like L.A. in like Compton or something like that, and they just put on plays that all the people in the area write. Like, man, that's the coolest thing. Like, if I lived in that community, that would be so dope. They don't even do that where, like, you know, where I live, and it's like there's a movie studio here. You know what I mean? It's like there is a theater, but they do like old style puppet shows, which is cool. But they'll do like Shakespeare, which is fine, with puppets, and you're like, yeah, all right. I don't want to see. I love puppets. I want puppets to be in their own. Jack, you're actually listening. This is hilarious. I want puppets to be in their own thing, right? Like we don't need to do familiar versions of puppetry for like Shakespeare or other movies, right? Like let's make our own thing. If you put on shows like that, why don't you should just write your own story, and then make stuff for it, and then do that story, and I can already hear people being like, nobody wants to see puppets in their own thing that I'm not familiar with, and that's the problem with everything. Everybody wants you look at dude, just cruise through Netflix, and they're all watching movies that regularly aired on television anyways, and new movies that's the version of it, right? Like, it's slightly distressing. Just because I want people to be interested in new stuff and interesting stuff, like things. Don't just like warm yourself by the fire of the familiar, I guess. I don't know, whatever. What am I even talking Saturday? Who cares? Saturday morning cartoons. Come on, let's just go. That's not funny. I'd like to live in here. Yeah, you pretty much already do. Oh, this guy watches people's faces on the Smile app, and he says, "I want to kill myself." It's like he also split the words "my" and "self." So is it a joke? I don't know. I can't tell anymore. And even if it is a joke, and you have to work that hard for that little of a gag, it's like, I don't know. Is it worth it? No. I would say no. It's not worth it. Who out there remembers when you couldn't get contact with another human being for like days at a time because you were busy going to school and then coming home and then like doing chores and like milking the cow and plowing the fields, and then you had to like go to like a social on Friday to see human beings? Now you can just jump into a conversation anytime you want. It's weird. Damn, that sucks, dude. That's a bummer. I don't want to read about that. Not a lot of jokes this morning on the old feed, and I can tell you why. It's because we're definitely yes. Dude, in the United States, we're literally quarantined from the rest of the world. We couldn't leave if we wanted to. There's a disease that's just ravaging the population. Somebody crunched the numbers where it's like, all right, we have a child mortality rate of 0.05% or something like that. That's a statistic. It could be worse. It could be less. But that we have like 50 million kids that go to school. So if kids like jump into school with this virus and start passing it around, that means like it's something like 68,000 kids will just die from COVID, and it's like, that's cool. It's like, it's so antagonistic. The overlords are like, go to school, go to work. Do not fear death, go to work. And you just like look at the numbers, you're like, well, I got a real low chance of dying, but it's like there's plenty of people that are just gonna die. And like, why? Why? Like, just if okay. There's no reason to do something if the outcome is death for something like learning that you can kind of put off for a little bit. You can also distance learn. Maybe it's not the best, but it's like you can just put it off. There's no point in earning money for a job if it's just going to kill you. There's like, that's the thing. There's no reason. The reason's not good enough. It's like, well, you could just live in shelter for a little bit and then come out when the storm has passed. Or you could get in the storm, take your chances to work. Not even do what you want for a living. Like, not even, you know what I mean? Like, you make it ends meet. Let's face facts. Like, you're lucky if you get to work doing what you love for your life. Like, that's the luckiest thing, and it's a success. No matter how much money you make, even if it doesn't get you like a 7-bedroom McMansion in Houston, Texas. Like, if you can just like live comfortably, enjoy the people around you, have fun, laugh, watch cartoons, whatever you want to do. If you can do that while doing what you love, like a thing that you like doing, that you're like good at, it's amazing. 99% of people aren't going to experience that because, working is bullshit. Obviously, everybody knows this. It's no grand mystery. It's like, yeah, you can find ways to enjoy what you do, but ultimately, in the wee hours, it will strike you where it's like, I really don't like this. Maybe I should try something else. But like the fear of doing that will stop you. Whatever. I mean, you got to be rational about this. People are very well behaved, where they're just not like, running out there and doing whatever they want. And even when they're good at something, they can't do it full time. Like, I have a friend who's like an artist person who just can't. They're amazingly talented. They can't just do their art because their parents are dead. They have no support system. They're not going to get to do what they want to do every day of their life. They have to find time in between working a bullshit job that gets them money. Doesn't make them happy. But anyway, you can deal with that. You can live with that, right? They're not even Irish, too, which is amazing. I don't know how they do it. So, it's just one of those things, man. Then you have people that are just on go out and work. Be happy. Consume. Buy more. Many blessings of the state. It's literally THX. Like, right now, I feel the same dread that I feel while watching THX. And it makes me sad, I guess. Come on, Saturday. Let's do it. Let's rip. Oh, office hours, guys, if you're watching this, which you're not, I have my subscription and notifications ding. I never know when you guys are going live. Like, YouTube never tells me. I've like, look at this. This is retweeted from July 9th. It's the 11th today. This is showing up today. I never know when you guys are doing your thing. It sucks because I would love to try and get on that show. The head of HR at Ubisoft Montreal has threatened to resign with half of their team if Yves Guillemot doesn't publicly exonerate HR. From what? Okay. Okay, I'm looking at this picture right here, and it's about that show Russian Doll, and I've been pleaded with by 3 people, especially one in particular, to watch this show because it is quote-unquote good. It's not. Sorry. It's not good. I've seen the first episode and then another couple episodes out of like, what, 10 or something, like 8 episodes. Like Russian Doll is a show about people who have never seen Groundhog Day or decided to keep quiet after like taking a philosophy course in college. I feel like there's a lot of repeat going on the feed here. Wow. Everything's always politically related. It's so sad that they figured out that they can imprison us in like an election cycle eternally. It seems like ever since that Obama, the second term, it's like we've just been waiting for a presidential election constantly, and then it's state elections. But it's like, dude, like the grip is all 4 years, and then the next 4 years, and unending. It doesn't stop. It's like these people, I don't understand, man. Ugh, it's gross. It makes me feel barfy. I wanna look at other stuff, and then you look at other stuff, things that you like, and it's just people like, this sucks. They're doing a disservice to this other marginalized community, and you're like, God, it's political again. Like, you're just everything is a ploy. Everything you see is just like this paranoid delusion by people. They're just barfing these paranoias, and it's like it makes sense because everything just feels like that. But God, man, can we get a little joy? Can we get a little something? Like let's look to the horizon. My God. Oh my God, more people are investing in wine than ever before. That just means to me more people are suckers than ever before. Investing in wine. Investing in wine. Something that turns to vinegar after like 100 years. God damn it. What a racket, man. Oh, my boy, Marky Mark. Sick, dog. Oh, here we go. Oh, God, this guy. This Tim Pool guy, man.
I feel bad for the dude because you can see the inferiority and like the pain and the suffering. Like he's always been an outsider. You can see it in his face, the inferiority that he feels. And so that what he's been empowered by is like once he puts the hat on, he's got some sort of army helmet, and then he says whatever it is that he feels, but everything that he feels is inflammatory. Like he got wrecked for. He shares a lot of stuff anyway, but this is just some random, again, a paranoid delusion just popped off. That's like really, it's very passive. He's like, do you ever find yourself following some random blue check? I often see unfamiliar accounts on my timeline that I know I never follow. That Twitter has got some insane conspiracy that makes sure that you see particular blue check marks because it's an organized campaign to change the hearts and minds of people like him and everybody else. And it's like, God, dude, nobody cares about you, dog. Like, that's the thing. It's like, if they are doing it, it's actually pointless. They're just doing it because there's white noise. So at that point, just take a breath. Like, go enjoy yourself. Like, fucking pick up skateboarding or something, dude. Get a hobby. Paint. I don't know. Are you serious? You know, I had that. People would no, there's no way they're doing that. Oh my God. Lost it in the fire of my life. This person obviously lives by themselves in a New York shoe box. Asking if people cook meatloaf anymore. Share if you do, because they think it's funny. It's like they haven't had a home cooked meal in forever, so it's like they obviously when you're living in a shoebox roach motel in New York or LA or something like that, obviously everybody else lives like you do. It's obvious, isn't it? Let's get on Twitter, see if anybody else is actually cooking food anymore. It's like, dude, we've been inside for like 200 days. Let me tell you, people are cooking food. All right, there it is. Finished it. Whoa! Whoa! No! I love Michael Shannon. He's got a forehead like mine now. Jesus Christ, dog. He was in the middle of getting his head shaved and he just quit. He's like, it's good. It's dude. I mean, he looks like Chow Yun-Fat and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This sick ass paisley shirt. Dude, that guy rips so hard. Like, that's another guy I would hang out with immediately. Any video you can see that guy being candid, it's like, damn, this dude is just hilarious and interesting and interested in cool stuff. And everything is light and fun. The exact type of person that I think anybody would want to hang out with. That dude, Mikey Shannon, man. What is it? Okay, Aaron Stewart on is talking about what I imagine reopening Disney World in Florida must be like, and it's Goro screaming from the top of like Death Mountain in a Mortal Kombat thing while flames are just ripping and stuff. And I gotta say, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but there's a video, they re-edited the video that Disney made of reopening the parks during this disease fest, and they put in the music from The Shining. It's amazing. It's real funny. That made my day. "45 messages that were accidentally sent to people to their path." Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dog. This wild ass world. I don't even know what. Boom. Wait, it's effing Saturday. God. They probably were talking about me in this show. See, we try to have like an ad lib deal going on here. For those tuning in, where I have no plan. I wake up, I'm tired, and I have a cup of coffee. It's like 8:30 a.m. and I just rat about whatever it is that I see. So if this is boring, it's because everybody else is boring. All right, that's the deal. It's not my fault. I didn't choose the content. I'm just hoping for a little spontaneity. Mike Epps, dude. Like, was this guy ever? He's like the Black Dane Cook. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. Mike Epps is just not. He kind of just makes a funny face and goes, "Really, my man?" And you're like, "Yeah, okay." God, Drew Struzan. Look at this bad motherfucker. Damn, like, Police Academy movies suck. And, like, look at how good this dude's art makes it look, though. Man. Okay. Oh, Swamp Man review for Hereditary 2018. Okay. Yeah, human beings are wild. Human beings. Beings. B-E-A-N-S. Beings. Look at this guy. He sewed a cross-stitch massive Tom and Jerry. Some sort of Molly Bop pill thing, whatever. It's amazing. The thing is, like, I'm looking at this guy, I'm looking at this wall, and it's like a mint color, and I'm like, damn. He's a guy with tattoos, yet his room looks exactly like an old Nana's room that she would do her sewing in. Like, he's got pink boxes on a mint wall. Like, where are the doilies? Like, it's got to be in there. It's amazing. Like, so he obviously is being informed by something else, yet the environment he has made is one that maybe reinforces. It's weird. There's a weird link between him and Nana. That's cool, though. I mean, good on that guy. What? Moon cult. Paul Rucker makes colorful Klan robes to fight racism. I think they forgot to put the word "for" in between two of those words. I don't even... What? You're making, like, dashiki Klan robes? Okay, alright. So he's not making them to fight racism. I mean, it's obviously art. Modern art and contemporary art, obviously. What the fuck? like, why? Okay. The thing is that if you put these things in camo and like you make them actually look cool, these things look cool, but is that the statement? Like, racism is allowed because it looks cool? Whoa, I don't even know, man. Activist artist. It's weird. Okay, that's just what it is. That's just how. That's just what's the world we live in. That's fine. It's the world we live in. That's fine. Let's put this on. Fuck it. That's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah. All right. Oh, dog. Okay, that's... Oh, no. How crazy that the media, health experts, and the government said don't wear masks early on when we knew since 1919 they worked. Yeah. Guess what, America? You don't want to wear masks now? We're going to be wearing masks for the rest of our lives. See, here's the deal. Okay, so he's linked an article or a tweet about, face masks and their effectiveness, but then prefaces it by saying, it's crazy that they lied to you in the beginning. It's just paranoid. Paranoid. Idiocy. But yeah, we're going to be wearing masks forever. That's it. That's all there is to it. We're going to be wearing masks until we're blue in the face. Like, straight up. I hope everybody's ready for that. Look at this disgusting salamander. Gross. Okay. Ryan Reynolds and Roger Stone. Yeah, that guy, dude. Have you seen, who out there has seen the deposition videos of Roger Stone, where he's just like methed out, grinding his teeth, and just like angrily saying he'll like rip off a guy's head and like dump down his neck or whatever? Ugh, it's so weirdos, man. They're everywhere, dude. I tell you, they're just all over the place, and they're like, it helps them. What? What is going on? Anyway, okay. Well, alright guys. I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to end a little bit early because I don't really care. And, yeah. I should just do a half-an-hour show like every morning I wake up. Maybe that's the only way people are going to ever like come back and watch. I have a few of you are some hardcore, cool-ass dudes. Anyway, love you. We'll figure it out. Bye-bye.